Welcome everyone to this week's Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So we're going to play the 1, 2, 3, what's it going to be game. This is my favourite one because we don't know what the colours are and I haven't thought about it beforehand, and it's just straight off the top of my head or from my intuition, of course. So using your intuition, select either number 1, 2 or 3 for a colour-coded message. Alright, so while you're doing that, remember to subscribe to my love letter. Grab your free colour kit at bit.ly/colour kit. Also remember, I have a store with lots of goodies in, and this is one of them. This is a new one. You can hardly see it very well. It's a little angel wing, and it's got clear quartz crystal in it, and it's all kind of milky and sparkly at the same time. We love that, don't we? Okay, so, my store is store.sealedwithlove.com. So now we're going to look at some cards to see which colours are going to come up, and we're going to check some oracle cards as well, just to give us an extra bit of flavour for the week ahead. See what else comes up. So number 1, we have the Orosoma cards. So I'm just going to cut them, see what comes up. You have Chang Tzu. So this is gold and white, and when it's on top, when the gold is on top, that's in the consciousness, that white is in the subconscious. So what this essentially means is you are going through an internal cleansing. So you're shifting something within you, you're getting rid of maybe old ideas, old worn out negative thoughts, anything that's been in your path. You are shifting it out of your consciousness, but it may be stuff that you've been not aware of, and it's been in the way of you manifesting success, manifesting abundance, manifesting that job that you've most wanted, the relationship you've most wanted, because gold and white link with soulmate energy. So the golden energy is where you are right now. It's that consciousness. So it's saying you desire to have these things. You want more abundance. You want a relationship that's fabulous, or to be with soulmates. And soulmates are not necessarily love relationships. They can be partnerships. People that they come from your soul group. So they understand who you are, and they support you on every level of your being. They want the best for you. They're not jealous of what you do, and they will help you to get from where you are now to where you want to be. That's essentially that soulmate energy. At least that's what we're looking at in this card. So I feel with this, it's saying success is on the horizon for you, which is good news. So I dropped my glasses here, pick my glasses up so we can check out the other cards. So we're going to take a card from John Holland's deck and take a card from the Voyager deck, of course, because that's my favourite. So let's take a card from the Voyager deck, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put my finger onto some part of the card. We'll cut the card, and I won't look at the card yet. We'll just put my finger, let's see now, there. And then we'll see what that colour is right there. So it just happens to be lots of things in the thing. So it's a woman that has lots of water cleansing. Can you see that? That corner, just there. She is cleansing. There's all those droplets of water. So that is, again, just like the white, it's cleansing your whole system of anything that's been stuck. And of course, this is the Woman of Cups. The Woman of Cups is very much about power over your emotions, dominion of your emotions. But if you notice, she's blossoming, and she's just awakening to her own emotional self. So feel that something is waking up within you that's going to help with that abundance, going to help with that connection with soulmates, going to help with success as well. Good news. So now let's see what the card is that wants to come up from this deck. We'll just pick it from the top, right? Well, it's an emotional loss card. So just as we've been saying, you are in for a cleansing week and a shifting. That white can link to tears and getting rid of stuff. Again, you're clearing out your system, and the golden energy is right there. It's almost like you know the wisdom of it. Gold also links with orange, which is emotional energy too. So you're just in for, you know, a bit of an emotional week, a cleansing week, but also it's an abundant time for you too. You're clearing stuff out the way so that you can be more abundant. So it's very positive. Okay, so number 2, what do we have for you? So, oops, let's put that card back in the middle there where it came from. Is that right? No, it came from there. So let's see, let's cut it right here and see what the bottom card is. Another gold energy. Wow, this one is green and gold. So green is in the consciousness and gold is in the subconscious. So with this energy, this is called the fountain. So a fountain is like gushing up from the depth of your being, and then abundant energy just flying everywhere. Now this has a couple of different interpretations. So with gushing everywhere, it can be that you're in for a spendthrift week, that you might be spending too much money. You might notice that you're spending too much money as well. You might have lots of subscriptions, or you are spending money on things that, you know, are maybe not necessary. But the green and the gold say that because you're putting money out, more is going to come back to you. But I feel that in between, it's almost like you are scared, or you lack faith, or you don't trust that it's going to come back. So I feel almost as if there's a divide that's there. So the green is, it's going out, you know you're abundant, and then it doesn't come back immediately. It's like, whoa, where's that money? There's nobody. And then it comes back again. So there's a sense of a speedy return, but not as speedy as you'd like, that kind of thing. I also feel, because it's called the fountain, that you're going to be sharing your thoughts, sharing your feelings, sharing your ideas with people, and you're gushing all this stuff out as well. This is a good week to communicate, a good week to get it off your chest. So this can be positive or negative from that perspective. So let's see what card we get with this. So again, I'm gonna let's take the top card, and then I'll put my hand, just go in the middle bit there, just there. Oh, so I think this is an anger. Yes, it is, it's anger. Now it's right there. Right there is where my finger went. So we can see that it's all red, lots of red in this card, and then we get this kind of golden. It's almost like it's a cup or a wristlet, something, or a vase, something like that. But it looks like it's been pummeled a little bit, but it has history on it. There's a sense of figures, and there's a sense of history that goes with it. So with this anger that the card is called, with all this kind of confusion that's everywhere, I feel almost as if you're going to be grounded in that. So there's a lot going on around you. There's a sense of maybe somebody else being angry, it's not necessarily you, and there's a lot of confrontation maybe and confusion around you. But with this, there's almost a sense of you being the grounded place, you being the grounded person, and you being the person that other people will look to. Yeah, that's my feeling with that. I sense as if you're going to find yourself this week as well. While there's all confusion everywhere around you, you are going to find yourself. And it's almost like you find your true identity. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but that sense comes to me. So let's see what card you get. We'll take the top one. So this is Suffering in Silence. Now, take a look at this card. You'll see that she is on this little what would that be, a little hill, and she's stepped up onto it, and she's looking in the distance at something that is higher than her. So it's almost like it's almost as if she's climbed this really high peak and it's just not good enough. There's another peak to be climbed and she hasn't gotten there yet. There's a sense of, whoa, it's all the way over there. Now I've got to go down the mountain and go up another mountain. So there's a sense with this that you may not achieve this week what you set out to achieve. But don't give up hope. Because there is so much gold in here. There was gold in this other card as well. It's the same kind of color. It's almost like there's rock that's coming in. And your card with this gold as well. Gold is the energy that is about opportunities, wisdom, purpose, abundance, blessings, etc. It does link to the emotional self, so I think you're going to have a little bit of a tantrum this week maybe, but I feel that you're going to be steadfast, and even though you'll feel like it's a setback or something is a setback, by the end of the week or maybe a little bit longer, you'll realize what you have to do, and it's get right back up again and carry on climbing. That kind of sense to it. So it's almost like you've fallen down when you've tried to walk and now you've got to get back up and start walking again. That kind of thing. But it sounds good, you know, even though it's a little bit, there's stuff to do, right? We've always got stuff. So now, number 3. Let's see what you're going to get. Number 3, you have, it's magenta and turquoise. So this is called Go With The Flow. It's pink and blue. Pink and blue are male and female colors. The magenta is opposite turquoise on the color wheel. So what sometimes happens with this particular energy is that there's a push-pull kind of feeling to it. Turquoise is communication and magenta is love. Turquoise is no, and the magenta is yes, give me more, that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of a push-pull sort of vibration there because you might not know what you want. That's the thing with this. I feel as if there's an aspect to this, it's very creative. Turquoise is a creative color, it's artistic, it goes again with that flowing kind of, it's like you're flowing paint onto a canvas, it goes with the flow, that sort of thing. But I feel as if you need to go with the flow with something that you love, not someone that you love, something that you love. So there is a desire, a deep desire in you to do something that is within your heart. It's time now to just go for it. Stop beating about the bush. That's the phrase that comes into my head. So let's see what card you get here. Let's take the top card. So, oh, I feel it. Let's go with that corner there. That corner there is lilac. Get my glasses on again. Should keep these on permanently, shouldn't I? So this is called integrity. It's the 9 of Wands. So I have my finger up here in this area up here, and it's almost looks like a crystal. Oh, you know what's another mountain? It's a mountain pass. So, and it's reaching heights again. So that's that energy right there. And then there's lots of churches and sacred. It's a sacred energy that's in this particular card. So I feel as if that is a pass, like it's a mountain pass going into the distance, and you can see it in the distance. You know where you're heading, you know what you've got to do, and again, you need to go with the flow and just do it. You may be attracted to something else on that card, and there may be another message that's coming up for you as well. There's a strong sense of religion and faith in here, so have faith this week that you are heading in the right direction. So let's see what the card is that comes up here. Oh, how lovely. This is Love Begins. So that vessel is emptying out into a big pool, and of course it's a never-ending flow of water and emotion. So you know, it's interesting, isn't it, that all three cards are linking with emotions. So with this would say that you are overflowing with abundance, with blessings, with emotional energy, and that's the key to the abundance coming back into your life, to blessings coming back into your life, because you just allow them to flow. There's a rainbow that's there, it's wholeness, and there, even though it looks like a pair of hands, it's actually two hands. So you see that the one has a yellow kind of robe and the other one has an orange robe. So there's two hands there. So it may be that relationship energy is coming in, because you know that blue and pink is relationship energy. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if that is what you want and that is what comes up for you. So let's choose one for ourselves, right? What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Let's flick through this. I feel like it's right there. Oh, interesting. Now, can you intuit what color or colors are on this card? See if you can intuit it. Have you got it? It's violet and deep magenta. And this is called the Spiritual Rescue. Actually, no, sorry. It's called the Crown Rescue. And when this card comes up, it's kind of interesting because I find that it links with people that have passed into spirit. So this is a mediumship week. This is a very sensitive week. You will be linking with those that have passed into spirit, but it may also be that you're connecting with people who have just lost someone. It could be that you've lost someone as well. I don't want to put that out as something that's going to occur, but there is a strong sense of connecting with people that have passed into the light. It does not have to be somebody you know. It could be that there is a problem in the world, something happens and you are very touched by that experience, and whatever it is that's happened, some people have passed over and you connect with that energy. This is a healing energy, a healing vibration. So it says that all of us, we're all working in our sleep. Oh my goodness, we have a big job to do this week. So with the violet, it's about change. So we're helping the planet to transform. And that deep magenta is, wow, it's heavy energy. There's a lot of heavy energy. So we're really doing a lot of work this week. I believe Mercury is retrograde or moving in that direction. Of course, there's Pluto as well. That violet is very Plutonian. So there's a real strong sense of shifting energies. Almost like shifting plates. And I get this sense of your feet on one piece of land, your feet on another piece of land, and it's all moving. So but you have to have that faith and trust that it's going to be okay. But I have this feeling of going higher, of rising higher, of linking to a higher consciousness this week, more so than at any other time. So this is a great time to meditate, fabulous time to meditate. So let's see which card we get right here as well. Let's take the top card there and the top card here. So I feel like it needs to be in the middle. So what do we get in the middle? So look at this. This is called Eight of Wands. It's harmony. All these musical instruments in harmony, flying around. The one at the center where I had my hand, my finger is a drum. So it's like the beat of the earth, the beat of the planet, of Gaia, and we're tuning into that beat and the heartbeat of the planet and tuning into each other as well. I have this, I've got tears that are starting to well up. When that happens, it's because I've just thought of something that's the truth. We are going to meet in our dreams and help people, help the planet, help each other as well. So there must be some big meeting that we're going to. That's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, the drum beat is very interesting. We're starting to move in unison. Cool. So now, the other card that came up is called Temptation. This is the Devil card in the regular tarot. Notice there is a key right there, and he is saying, no, he's moving away from the light. But I feel that we are the light. Isn't that interesting? I feel that is what this is. You choose. You have a choice this week. You want to go towards the light, or you want to stay in that darkness. Doesn't matter what your belief is. Light is information. Light is enlightenment. And the rest of it, that red, is almost the attachment to earth, the attachment to anything that is earthly and anything that we consider to be reality, and yet it's not really real, even though it appears to be that way. So we're moving towards the light, provided you choose it. Very interesting. What an interesting week. I would recommend that we all meditate this week, maybe at the same time, or make that intention to connect to each other. That would be really interesting, wouldn't it? Well, thank you for joining me for this week's Colorscope. I look forward to connecting with you next week. It should be the Astro Colorscope next week. Do check my store, store.sealwithlove.com, and be sure to sign up to my Facebook page and my Instagram /Elizabeth Harper Art. I will be doing a giveaway pretty soon, so you're going to want to be connected to me on Instagram. I look forward to connecting with you next week. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. Bye!